Hi guys, I can't believe it is the fall season once again. That means it is almost time for Inktober. If you guys don't know me, my name is Jen. I'm a digital artist and I have been doing Inktober for a couple of years now. I have fully completed the challenge in 2020 and 2022. And if you don't know what Inktober is, it is a 31-day drawing challenge where you can have fun, get to learn a couple new skills along the way while posting a static image on your Instagram feed. And these are my 3 tips coming from a digital artist so that you can complete Inktober in 2023. With any drawing challenge, you want to prepare. Getting your preparation in before you start the challenge will save you a lot of headaches and a lot of stress so that you're not making it up on the day of. I did that last year in 2022 and I don't recommend. Inktober is all about challenging yourself. And the best way to challenge yourself is trying new brushes or new Procreate tutorials. Or if you're doing Instagram Reels, you can use YouTube to find a lot of really cool CapCut transitions to spice up your work for the challenge. Next, you want to find a prompt list. There are a couple different ones that I can recommend. I am going to be referencing Furry Little Peach has made her own prompt list for the last 5 years now, and she calls it Peachtober, and you can be featured on her page. You just need to make sure that your work is colorful and polished, and you will definitely get on her story mentions. Her Peachtober prompt list is for every day. There also is Drawtober, which is a prompt every 3 days. And they also have an official Instagram page that you can get featured on. And lastly, there is the official prompt list, which is Inktober, is the one that is most popular. So you can definitely find a lot of prompts between the 3 of those. And I bet there are several more prompt lists that you can find. It just depends if your favorite artist has one out for this year. After you find your prompt list and you gather your materials, you definitely want to make sketches. A lot of professional artists recommend doing your sketches 3 days in advance before you start the challenge. That way, so you're not drawing every single day of October, because it gets overwhelming very quickly and you might get behind. I remember last year, I think at one point was 3 days behind, and then I was perpetually 5 days behind towards the very end of the challenge. My October 31st submission was for November 15th. I kind of gave up when it hit November, so don't stress out too much if you get behind. And after that, when you're making your sketches, you can either go for your favorite prompts first or just swallow the frog and do the most difficult prompts first. Action words are by far the hardest for me to do, to make up a concept for, so I usually struggle when those come up in the prompt list. So after that, you want to have your sketches and gather your references. I use Pinterest to get all of my references. You can also use VizRef to categorize all of your references into different boards, and you can see multiple references at a time and at a glance. I like it better than using Procreate since I can see everything at once. I definitely recommend using VizRef if you are competing in the Inktober challenge. No challenge would be complete without time blocking. Time blocking is the system where you group like tasks together, and last year I would wake up at 6 a.m. and give myself around 3 to 4 hours depending on my work schedule for that day because I was working part-time. Sketch, render, edit, and post a static Instagram image as well as a reel. And if you are going to be getting up early in the morning, make it a fun ritual. Grab your favorite candle or your favorite blanket, snuggle up, and start sketching, and hopefully it will become a process that you really look forward to for the month of October. I always look forward to the month of October, so I try to make it as cozy as possible. You can't post on social media without using a couple different apps to help you in the process. So here are some of my favorite apps that I used last year. Like I said before, I use VisRef to collect all of my images. Unfortunately, it is paid, but it is very similar to Procreate, where it is a one-time pay only of, I think, $3.99. And if you're someone that likes to look at multiple references at once, I really recommend. Hopefully it will ease you into the overwhelming process of making a prompt every single day. My next favorite app is InShot. I started using it last year during Inktober. It helps me get all the fine details of my images ready to go for any platform that I need. It has a wide variety of size ratios already in the app, so I can crop everything as needed without ruining my original illustration. To edit my reels, I use CapCut. I have used it to edit my reels. I used CapCut. I used it before Instagram had their template feature. The benefit of using CapCut is it is backwards compatible with TikTok. When I was still on that platform, I would use it a lot. You can post directly into the TikTok app, and you can save any video to your phone once you're done editing it and move it over into the Instagram platform. Also, it has a really handy feature where you can extract audio from any source and put it into your videos so that you don't need to be using the template feature in Instagram. Also, again, same with InShot, you can change all the ratios to whatever platform you would like. The only drawback of CapCut is it takes a lot of storage on your phone. We have gone through references and editing for video and static images. And lastly, what you have to do is schedule them. I use the scheduling app Later. Unfortunately, I do have the paid plan, but I mostly use Later for their scheduling feature. It is a set it and forget it for me. After you spend multiple hours on an illustration in the morning, it takes a couple minutes to schedule out your posts and write a caption, and then it would post for any time in the day. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and you got some tips and tricks that you can use for this Inktober challenge and for any other drawing challenges that are going to happen throughout the year. I'm going to be documenting all of my Peachtober content on my Instagram, so feel free to follow me over there. I'm gonna be posting on stories, in reels, and for my in-feed posts documenting everything. But if you want to stay here on YouTube, I will be adding this and all of my Instagram reels into a playlist down below. That way you can look at all of them and see my progression from start to finish. Remember, it's okay to start small and build your way up from there. That's what I did last year. And remember to have fun during the month of October. It is my favorite month by far of the year. One last question for you. What prompts are you most excited to do when you are sketching next week as you prepare? And for next week's video, I am definitely going to be doing a sketching session to see what prompts I like best and what prompts I'm going to go all out for. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends.